Good to have you back. So today we're working through my Triads book yet again. Excuse me. I think this is installment number 7 now. And so if this is like Greek to you, just go back and take a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I'm shooting 7. So what we're doing, just a quick recap. What we did before was we started with a basic triad of C, and we did the inversions of C, up and down the fretboard, on different string sets. Then we went to the 4 chord, did the same thing, F, 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 through the string sets. And then we did C to F minor to C, because it's a very common progression and it's a good introduction to voice leading, with the 6th going down to a flat 6 and being from parallel minor. And then we went to G7 chords, 5 chords with an eliminated 5th. And same thing through all the string sets. And now that brings me to a chord progression that's really interesting from a voice leading perspective. Remember that each note in each of these chords is called a voice, and those notes move separately. That's what polyphony is all about. It's about not notes moving in lumps, chords moving in lumps from one place to another, but it's more like a little a choir in your lap, right? Each voice moves in its own independent fashion. Now, if we take this chord progression, the way to read this, here's the C chord, in this case in second inversion, G is on the bottom. Then we move to the F chord with A on the bottom. Then we move to the F minor chord with A flat, or the third on the bottom, flat 3 on the bottom, and then the G7 with the root on the bottom. And you'll notice that it's a 3-note chord. G7 is a 5-note chord, but this chord has the 5th removed, because the 5th is a little bit redundant, because it's so strongly present in the harmonic overtone series. You can look that up. Okay, now here's the progression, and then we'll talk about the movement. And so I resolve to C, as we say here, resolve to C. So we go back to C here, okay? So we went C, F, F minor, G7, and C. Now, if we look at the notation, don't be afraid if you don't read. If we look at the notation, the bottom note we have is G, moving to an A, moving to an A flat, moving to a G. So the bottom note goes. That's the movement. The movement in the middle is. So the bottom, I'll move back to the C. Middle. Top. And if you put those three lines together, and you've got a band and you want to do 3-part harmony, this is where to teach it from, right here on the fretboard, right? No, you don't need a piano. This is it. This is the piano right here. Piano in your lap, choir in your lap. Okay. So as you can see, you've got three different parts there, because obviously we've got triads. So let's move to the next one, and this is starting on fret 3 with this inversion. Excuse me, yeah, of the C chord, F minor, G7, and C. Again. And then we move up to C. Listen to how that seventh strongly resolves right to the C chord. We have the F falling, right? Here we have it. Where do we have it here? Oh, the F would fall to the E, and the B would lead up. So it like again, and the top leading tone. Those are the things that you should listen for. Where do each one of these notes want to go? And you can also repeat this first section here an octave higher at fret 12. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the string 2. It's nice down there. Okay, and then we move up. 5th position, minor, G7. Resolving to the C, right? And then we move up, minor, and so on. You get the idea. You can hear this. You can hear this movement. The one chord is the tonic chord. In other words, the tonal center chord. And the tonal center wants to be returned to by the rest of the chords, right? So the F chord and the F minor chord are called subdominant. That's sort of an umbrella grouping of tensions. And the dominant seventh is the dominant, the most, the highest tension, and it desperately wants to resolve to the C. Did you just listen for those things right now? And if you want to go into a deeper study of harmony and how things work, I think I have some videos on that too, as a matter of fact. Okay, so then, of course, we would move to string 3, a string set 3, F minor, and C. We move up, C. Okay, and then C. Okay, and you can take it. It gets a little bit uncomfortable if you move all these lower voicings all the way to the 12th fret. I'm just not bothering with that right now because I know you get the idea. And then on the bottom, F minor, 3rd is on the bottom. It gets a little heavy down there, and then C. Try that again. Okay, and then all the way up to 10th fret. Okay, now, given that not all of these triads are going to be equally as practical. I'm not suggesting that you're necessarily going to play the string set for triads down in 12th position. But the idea is to be able to conceptualize the entire fretboard and understand how these things work out. Now, if we, for instance, were to go back to the second string set, you can also start connecting first string set with second string set, second with third, third with fourth, and so on. C, F minor. Well, there's a connection. Yeah, you get the idea, right? It's really just endless. And keep in mind that what we have underneath these triads is, of course, a scale, and you'll notice that C major scale, because the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords come out directly out of the C major scale. But in the case of the F minor chord, that A flat does not come out of a C major scale. It comes out of a parallel C minor scale. So if you're going to play around and start filling these chords, just keep that in mind right now. It is that the 4 minor chord, or in the case of C, the F minor chord, comes from the parallel minor of C minor. So C major, C minor, and that's where we get our F minor. Right, and G7, and then back to C major. Okay, so that's it for 1, 4, 4 minor, and 5. Lots of interest there in terms of the voice movement. The F minor chord is borrowed from the parallel minor key. Learn these on string set 1, 2, 3, and 4. Even if the inversions on string set 4 may not be all that common, but they are still necessary to learn. Okay, I think that's about it for this segment. Check out the other 6 videos I've shot out of my book, which is called Triads, I think. A practical guide to chord construction or something like that. Okay, and you can pick that up on Amazon. The link is in the description. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon.